Everyone, welcome to another episode of the Bitcoin Liquidity series. We'll just give it a few more minutes, let a few more people join, and then we can kick off.
Hello everyone, you can hear me?
Yeah, perfect. Loud and clear.
Great. Perfect.
Thanks for joining.
Thank you. Thanks for the invite.
Yeah, we'll give it a few more minutes, and then we'll kick off, if that works.
Yep.
Perfect.
Let me also send in the group chat so people can join.
Perfect. Yes, please. The more the merrier. Where are you based, Ivan?
I'm based in Singapore, actually.
Okay, nice. How was do you have a nice holiday time or Christmas period?
Yeah, for sure. I was actually traveling a bit, so yeah, it's great.
Nice. Yeah.
And Lunar New Year is coming up for, the Chinese community and Asians. So yeah, pretty interesting times.
Yeah. When is that?
It's actually end of this month. We are actually also going to host a meetup next Thursday in Hong Kong and next Saturday in Tokyo as well. So for folks who are in Hong Kong or you're based in Tokyo, do look out for the announcement that's coming on StakeStone's Twitter.
Okay,
X,
awesome.
Yeah,
X now. We'll keep a lookout for it. But yeah, I think we can slowly kick off. There's a nice crowd here, so let's kick it off, and we'll catch people up over time if they miss anything essential. So
nice.
yeah, it's a quick intro. Welcome to what is now episode 7 of this Bitcoin Liquidity series. It's a series or deep dive into the most innovative, transformative, and exciting projects in I guess both the Bitcoin ecosystem, but also the DeFi ecosystem as a whole, or the DeFi industry. Today, we're very excited to be joined by Ivan, who's working as part of the StakeStone team as a CMO. And so yeah, welcome, Ivan. It's a pleasure to have you here. I'm excited for this.
Hi, everyone.
StakeStone quite well over the last few years, so I'm excited to speak with you.
Hi, everyone. Thanks, Yala, for inviting us. So I'm Ivan, the CMO at StakeStone. So for those of you who are not familiar with StakeStone, I'll just give a brief intro. So StakeStone, we are a omnichain liquidity infrastructure protocol. Basically, the design is to unlock the full potential of the staking assets of Ethereum and BTC. Right. So we have Stone, which is the yield-bearing asset of ETH. And also on the BTC side, we have launched two products. One is the SBTC and the Stone BTC, which I'll go more into later. So, by focusing on the adaptive staking networks and integrating with multiple consensus mechanism, we are able to provide users with seamless access to liquidity while maximizing the staking use. So our platform really is to empower the stakers, the protocols, the ecosystems with a reliable solution that helps that transcends the limitations of the traditional staking, liquid staking in general. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Very exciting. Thank you for the quick intro here. I guess out of curiosity, first of all, how do you distinguish, or like how do you categorize StakeStone? Would you put it as in the same category as standard LRTs or LSTs, or like what kind of phrasing or classification do you use for it?
Yeah, I think a lot of people just think of us as LRT protocol or LST protocol because we were launched at the time where a lot of LSTs and LRTs were popping out, right, back in late 2023 to early 2024. There were like EtherFi, Renzo, Puffer, and also a few others that that
like
popped
Swell
up,
and all
right?
So, yeah.
So what we actually how we differentiate from the others is actually StakeStone was built on layer 0. So basically we're omnichain liquidity asset protocol. That provide that has an adaptive staking network, whether you are EVM or non-EVM, we are able to bridge liquidity over to you as well. So and also what we do is we don't provide wrap tokens, right? So the LRTs, what they do is the LRT LSTs, they provide wrap tokens. We don't. We provide a U bearing asset token. Basically, what it means by that is if you had whole stone from last year to now, you would have earned about 3-ish% on your stone already, which is the standard Lido. If you stick with Lido, you would have earned 3-ish% as well. So it's the same thing, but just by holding stone and not doing anything with it. But if you use your stone in other DeFi protocols or other DeFi use cases, you would earn additional yield on top of what you have. So for example, like I stake one stone last early 2024. Now we're in early 2025. The price of stone is actually about 3+or 4% higher than Ethereum right now. So when you redeem back your stone back to Ethereum, to ETH, you would see that you are actually getting back more Ethereum than a year before. So that is the basically the advantage of StakeStone and Stone itself. We emphasize on versatility, liquidity, and the cross-chain compatibility of these assets.
Okay, interesting. So for Stone specifically, it's then priced to or pegged to Ethereum, the price, but then
Yeah,
the
so it's
rewards.
actually more than Ethereum now. So if you look at the price of Stone now, the last I checked before the crash today, it was 3,500 plus. When ETH was around 3,400, 3,400 range. So if you look at the price of Ethereum and the price of Stone, it's about 3% higher. Stone is 3% higher now.
Okay, interesting. How do you manage to maintain that the peg or the balance?
Because it's always a 1-1 mint, so it's all fully transparent. People deposit one ETH and one stone is minted up. So it's a 1-1 fully packed.
Okay, got it. I guess let's take it back a little bit to the origins of StakeStone. Can you tell us a bit about when StakeStone launched, and I guess what the initial motivation for developing StakeStone was?
Yeah, so StakeStone was created by my founder back in 2013, late 2013, and then 2014, we had a big wave with Manta Network. Basically, that is where we hit about 1.3 or 1.4 billion worth of liquidity flowing into via StakeStone. So that was actually the biggest campaign that StakeStone got noticed by a lot of people. So StakeStone was actually created to address the inefficiencies and fragmentation in the liquidity landscape, particularly in staking and DeFi, right? So after the Shanghai upgrade, the existing solutions often actually faces challenges like low liquidity, inefficient yield optimization, and also the limited cross-chain compatibility. So by us building on layer 0, we actually with the whole omnichain design, we're able to ensure that the liquidity could seamlessly access across the different ecosystems, while the OPAP staking mechanisms and the yield help to enhance the user security as well, right? So basically, the StakeStone is actually aimed to build a robust infrastructure that actually helps to make staking more accessible, more efficient, and not just for the whales, but also for retail users, for institutions as well. And and I think the key thing is always about being transparent to our stakers. Like if we say that we stick 100% to like EigenLayer back in the days, we do that on chain, and it's all fully transparent, and no one would challenge you on like where is there a portion of ETH that are not staked and that kind of stuff. Yeah, so we really focus on transparency here.
Yeah, I guess that's the beauty of going on chain here.
Yep.
So StakeStone has always been, I guess, multi-chain or multi-network focused when it comes to staking. Or has
we are omni-chain from the start, so that is why we were able to work with different ecosystems. I think just to add on, at the start we worked with Manta Network closely, and then in April we started our omni-chain carnival, and we worked with Scroll we work with Scroll as well. So we brought Scroll more than 400 plus million worth of liquidity as well. So basically, like, the projects that we have worked with so far have listed on Binance as well. For example, like Menta is listed there, Scroll is listed there. Now we are also doing something really big with Berachain. We've been creating vaults along the way. So this is like where we are. This is how we show that we are really omnichain into like being able to provide liquidity to different ecosystems and maximizing the yield rewards for users that stake or hold Stone or our other BTC assets as well.
Yeah. Okay, got it. But then when you're expanding onto chains like Berachain, do you then create a how does it work in terms of users holding the yield bearing token? Do you
Yeah. So
create
for
like a
example,
bearer stone or
correct. So we actually started this vault with Plume first, Plume Network RWA5.
yeah?
We did a pre-deposit vault of 30 million with them, but I think that vault was filled within 24 hours. So a lot of people wanted to get in, and it was really close by when they started to look at it in their own time zone. So that was really quick, and after that we were also after we started planning to work closely with Berachain to prepare for Boyco and their mainnet launch as well. So we did a pre-deposit vault with them, and we launched it on Christmas Day with Stone, which is the U bearing ETH asset. People could deposit ETH or Ethereum. They can put Ethereum or Stone into the into Bera Stone, and then it has brought a very good amount of users in. We have more than 90, I think around 98,000 or maybe 97,000 holders of Bera Stone just on
Oh
the
wow.
Ethereum product, and we actually launched it on Christmas Day, so the whole team was just like, during Berachain was running this Beramus campaign, and the whole team was just like working really diligently during Christmas and through the New Year.
A
And
brutal time
so
to launch.
yes, yes, yes. So a lot of people actually missed out that first come first serve bonus,
Mhm.
because we did offer like 150 STO tokens, not points, but actual governance tokens as a reward to the first 10,000 holders. And a lot of people were quite FOMO on that. And in the end, the target was reached really quickly. But people still continued to put, because a lot of people felt like, to earn Berachain rewards is not really easy. I mean, I've been playing personally. I've been playing like the Berachain testnets, and it's really a lot of work, and really you have to be really
Yeah, it's
diligent
not easy.
every 8 hours to to mint the testnet tokens and stuff like that. So this is another gateway for users to get engaged with Berachain, and so I think this has been a really popular choice. And also for us, why we created a vault is also because when we were running the omnichain carnival, people started to compare like what kind of ecosystems that they preferred to earn rewards in. So with these vaults, right, people are able to decide where they want to earn more rewards from. So there is the Plume Vault, there is the Berachain Vault. In the coming days, there are other vaults appearing as well with different ecosystems. So basically, users are able to choose, what kind of rewards they want or which ecosystem that they want to participate in. So this is actually the value proposition that we have for the long term, for the mid to long term.
Okay, interesting. And this again goes back to providing or using StakeStone to provide users with flexibility and yeah, accessibility to staking.
Yes, correct.
I guess let's move on to Yala's favorite topic, the Bitcoin DeFi space. So StakeStone is now kind of expanding or working to expand or transform itself into a Bitcoin LST as well, or a staking
Yeah.
asset. Can you tell us a bit about the motivation for wanting to enter Bitcoin, the Bitcoin DeFi space, and what
Yeah,
the
to be
plans are?
honest, we wanted to enter the Bitcoin. I mean, there was a huge BTC fi wave, right? When I remember when I was in Hong Kong, I think during March, April period, in Hong Kong, there was this big, massive event, and everyone was talking about BTC then. And we thought to ourselves, like, look, we launched Stone already. We could always replicate a version for BTC at that point in time. But at that point in time, we also were not sure where the yields were coming from. So that is why we kind of held back BTC, launching BTC at that point in time, just to make sure, like, we want to be able to find real yield for users and not just using like our token to, or rather our airdrop to incentivize people to stick with us. So we waited till a good 6 months. I think a lot of people were quite anticipating us to create a BTC5 product. So when we started the BTC5 product, we started off with SBTC, which is the SBTC is the index BTC. It's not a yield bearing asset yet. So basically, what it means is it's actually aimed to overcome the liquidity fragmentation of the existing wrap BTC derivatives, right? So the other people, they have the wrap BTC derivatives, but I think for us the key for SBTC is of course it's omnichain. We issue it across so far we issue it across Ethereum and BNB chain, right? So and SBTC actually comprises a basket of wrap BTC assets, including BTCB, WBTC, FBBTC, CBBTC, and we take in LBTC as well, if I'm not wrong. Yes, we take in LBTC as well. So we what we want to do is to ensure that the compatibility and the liquidity across these various chains and protocols are sufficient, and also basically and also there's immediate accessibility, right? Like users can deposit their wrap BTC and receive SBTC instantly, and then they are able to participate in the DeFi activities, whether it's in our vault or in other campaigns that we will be doing with the different ecosystem partners as well, upcoming. So for Stone BTC, is actually the yield bearing asset of Stone, right? So eventually Stone BTC 1 year later, it would be more expensive than BTC because of the yield that you are earning once you are holding the Stone BTC, because it's a yield bearing Bitcoin derivative. So SBTC is actually used to we for Stone BTC we accept SBTC, right? So basically Stone BTC, you have to have SBTC to turn it into Stone BTC. That is the yield bearing token. So SBTC, I would say, is like a first step to get into BTC5 with StakeStone, and if you want it to be a yield bearing version, then convert it to Stone BTC. That's that is the main two products of StakeStone. And how do we actually differentiate ourselves, right, from the other wrap tokens? Is that the other wrap tokens they often suffer, like, from liquidity fragmentation and also the integrated yield optimization. So SBTC is actually used to address these issues, and Stone BTC actually differentiates itself by actually incorporating like the optimized yield strategies, allowing the user to earn consistent return without doing anything. So basically, you just need to hold Stone BTC and you are already earning yield on it. That is how, and also because of the liquidity and flexibility across chain, you are able to redeem it at probably any of our partners, and there won't be a DPEG issue on that.
Okay, interesting. Do you know, out of curiosity, what kind of yield is it? Are you expecting?
So yeah, so because Stone BTC is actually on Ethereum, so you would actually on the baseline you are actually earning the Lido 3% yield already.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, but of course when you participate in like DeFi ecosystems or providing liquidity, you would earn a lot more additional yield on that as well.
Yeah. Okay. And are you live with SBTC and Stone BTC now, or is this coming soon?
SBTC and Stone BTC. SBTC can be deposited into the Barachain vault.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
What kind of I guess, expectations do you have for Bitcoin DeFi participation? Because of course, there's a lot of, I guess, it has a slightly, or the Bitcoin side of the industry has a slightly more conservative reputation compared to, say, Chain as the other extreme. Are you expecting a lot of Bitcoin holders to actively jump into this, or what
I
are your
think it would
plans
take some
for, I
time.
guess, encouraging?
I think for us, from our side, we can look at the data very clearly, right? Like, on the stone on the Barra stone side, for example, let's just take the vault. I think the vault is a good example for us, and it really shows us the data of what are the users thinking and doing. So, for example, like on the vault side, with the Ethereum ecosystem and Stone, there's like 100,000, almost 100,000 stakers on it, right? But the PTC, since we launched, it's only about a couple of percent of what people would do with the Ethereum, right? So you
Yeah.
would see that BTC-Fi, it's still something new for a lot of people, and also of course, due to the like all the recent noise in on X about BTC-Fi, people are a bit skeptical, I would say, at this point in time. So definitely, a lot more like education and time, and also I think with this year's like the different political policies that might change would actually help to increase the usage of BTC-Fi, or rather the understanding of BTC-Fi in the coming days.
Yeah, definitely. You mentioned skepticism. What do you mean by this?
Yeah, so I mean a lot of recently there are cases of like people like duplicating the BTC-Fi kind of like counting and stuff like that. So it kind of scares. I feel like as a retail, I would be a bit like, okay, maybe I should take a more cautious approach when it comes to like
Mhm.
staking my Bitcoin. So I think a lot more like educational materials is actually required on BTC-Fi, including for StakeStone as well.
Yeah, yeah, I agree fully. But I guess still has a long way to come to match what I guess the Ethereum DeFi space has been through. So
Yep.
I guess moving on a little bit, what's next for StakeStone? What are the goals here for 2025?
I think for us, definitely there are a couple of things. First is we have launched two vaults so far. So our next step is really we're working towards TG as well. So we aim to TG by February 2025. That is also why we are starting to reward our campaign users with our governance token, which is STO, instead of just giving points. So these are things that we are moving towards in 2025, at least for the first half of the year. There'll be more votes that will be upcoming. We hope to do more with on the BNB chain side of things as well, because I also mentioned that SBTC is not only on Ethereum but also on BNB chain as well. So there will be a lot.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, there'll be some interesting stuff that will be appearing on the BNB side, and also looking forward to benefit like the BNB holders on certain DeFi strategies as well, and also
Why have you
ideally,
chosen BNB for this?
sorry.
Why have you chosen BNB for this?
Because we accept BTCB, which is which is on BNB chain, so that is
Mhm.
why we are working closely on the. We want to bring more liquidity and DeFi play on BNB chain as well.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and also ideally we hope to partner with Yala as well for like like, because Yala uh have a lot of liquidity management tools that helps us to mitigate liquidation risk and stuff like that. And yeah, looking forward to see like your predictive analytics, to monitor potential risks and stuff like that. And I think collateral adjustments, that's something that we are looking forward to work with you guys as well in the coming days. Yeah, because I know you guys do a lot of like instant liquidity solutions like flash loans to cover positions and stuff like that as well.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
these are things that we are looking forward for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we have a lot of room for collaboration between Yala and StakeStone over the next few months.
Yeah, and also because of there's like greater demand for you bearing BTC solutions like Stone BTC. I think Yala potentially when if you guys integrate Stone BTC into your product suite, you are able to offer like users additional ways to engage with BTC backed liquidity, and also enhancing your whole DeFi ecosystem with like a good value asset as well. So these are things that we are looking at as well. And also I think like I mentioned, we are always looking for new ecosystems, and also expanding the omnichain liquidity as well. So I think we also want to work with you guys to to support the omnichain functionality as well, and then we are able to do more deeper integration across the ecosystems and also drive mutual adoptions.
Okay, amazing. I was just about to ask if there's any ecosystem or chain that you're specifically or especially excited about over the next few months, or
I mean, right now, because
Parachain top of the
yeah,
list.
parachain top of the list, but we're also looking at like movement, story protocol, monad, mega eve as well. These are like ecosystems that we're looking at, and we want to do more with these ecosystems, and also others. I mean, there's Sonium as well. I was just
Yeah.
yeah. So there's a couple of ecosystems that we are looking at. Abstract as well. Abstract has really been really hot these days, and we hope to be able to do some liquidity flow over as well.
Okay, got it. Makes sense. Realizing we're just about running out of time here, so I don't want to keep you for too long. Is there anything we've missed? Anything important to highlight?
Definitely. I think a lot of the one of the burning questions, I mean, at least for StakeStone side, is when TGE. So hopefully I answered that question earlier. It's really coming soon. Definitely by February 2025. So everyone can look forward to that, and of course look forward to what is after TGE, because there's going to be a lot more utility of the STO tokens as well along the way. And also I think with I know that Yala has as you as well, right? So we hope to be able to drive like to different user demographics, whether they are youth seeking DeFi participants or like stability oriented of investors into BTC Fi as well. So I think that's something that we really want to work with Yala as well.
Yeah, exciting. So there's some alpha for the listeners. TGE coming in the next 2 months.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, perfect. Good to know. All right. On that note, I think I want to say thank you very much for taking the time to join us.
Thank you. Thanks for hosting.
And yeah, of course, anytime. And look forward to collaborating in the future.
For sure. Thanks to Yala for hosting.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye. Bye.